Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's taken to the 26. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Carry now. This is Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The tackle made by...
Yeah, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
To Randall Cobb.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 35. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Johnson again the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, Watson. Finding Fells complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Houston.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Titans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Texans.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. From the gun, here's Watson. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Complete.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, Take off and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Eddie Vanderdoes there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first look now for Darrison Evans. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Texans 7, Titans nothing.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Well, the Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A gain of
more muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll look to run with Evans. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. On 4th down, here's Stephen Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal.
1-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. You've got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
It's 2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From his goal line here, Watson. It gets it over the middle to Cobb.
Watson.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Good catch there by Randall Cobb. We know him as a longtime Packer who spent last season in Dallas. Now he brings his veteran presence to Houston, where he can help the young quarterback, Deshaun Watson, continue to develop.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Titan football.
Their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
49-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On third down, Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run for this with Evans. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Tannehill. He'll dump this underneath for Evans. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Forced out to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Titans 10, Texans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action, it's Watson. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down.
From the 50, it's Watson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
41 Mike. Watch the run. Here. Check. Crunch. Hit.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gostkowski the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Watson now on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. With it is Jackson. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mark 55, Mark 50.
Now Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Rashaan Evans.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. And this is caught at the 8.
Watson's
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down and goal. Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown.
Adoree Jackson on the return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Murray. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down, 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Tannehill now to throw. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
From his end zone, Tannehill on 3rd and long. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike, 55. Right. Hey. Check. Lucky.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Screen pass to Connor. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And they have these.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 12-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Down and goal.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Johnson. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
And goal.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On 2nd and goal, Watson, and this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here, flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This for the lead in the final stages. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
brought down.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Boy, how do you let a guy get that wide open in the 2-minute drill?
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
Now it's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For A.J. Brown, incomplete. It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
Today's final score, Texans 20, Titans 17.